Welcome to another edition of Conversations with CASA. My name is Vicki Spriggs and I'm CEO of Texas CASA, and our guests today are Austin Threads founder Kathy Hamilton and Tito Rockin' the Mustache Sandiego, who manages the Austin store. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Now, Kathy, before we even talk about Austin Threads, I understand you were a CASA volunteer.
I was.
Where?
In San Antonio for 5 years.
There you go. Thank you.
Yes.
Did that relate to the genesis of Austin Threads, or how did Austin Threads? Can you describe what Austin Threads is, and then talk about how the idea came about?
Sure. So Austin Threads is a 501c3 nonprofit where kids that are referred, they're 12 to 21, male or female, in foster care, homeless, or otherwise referred from a school district or youth in need, they can come in and have a shopping experience and shop for complete, brand new outfits and more for free. And it's all in a retail-like setting. So there's fitting rooms, mannequins. The volunteers serve as stylists. And so it's about an hour and a half of just a great time of shopping and selecting brand new clothing and shoes.
Where did the idea come from?
So my experience and my background is retail. Before CASA, when I was raising my own kids, I was a retail store manager for years. And so I've always known what new clothes feel like, what it feels like to be able to shop and get a new outfit, and how it changes your whole demeanor. If you look good, you feel good, you do better. When I was a CASA for 5 years, one thing that would always come up is that our kids never had a nice outfit to wear to court. They get moved a lot, and so they'd get moved to a new school, and they weren't prepared if they had to wear khakis and a polo. It was time to go to a dance or graduation or prom, or worst case scenarios, it was winter and they didn't have a coat or a jacket. And I would always go home and wonder, why is it like this? Why is it so hard to get them basic clothes and things that they need? And so I kept repeating that to myself over and over. I need to do my court report. Oh, I need to go do my visit. But then I would always be like, somebody should do something about that. And I kept waiting. And so I just did a lot of research and thought, well, I'm not getting any younger. I will do something about it. And so it got started.
So you're wise enough to see the problem. You're wise enough to come up with the answer. So, yeah, you started in San Antonio, correct?
Yes.
How long ago?
It's been 5 years.
Okay.
So it's been 5 years where it was a year in the making of just research, of just networking, of just trying to find that first donated space, of actually trying to sell the concept that our foster youth deserve to shop for something new. That is, selling that concept to people is sometimes still difficult.
And then you opened Austin Threads when?
We opened Austin officially December.
December 3rd.
So they opened the doors December the 3rd, and we're very excited to be in this community now.
Super. Now, Tito, you moved from San Antonio to come manage Austin Threads.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I did.
What's that experience been like for you?
It's been different. I really like the change of pace. But not knowing everything is kind of, I guess, a little frustrating at times. But it forces me to learn the new city, which is one of the reasons why I moved, was to get out of my comfort zone.
Okay. Well, and speaking of comfort and zone, welcome to the Austin traffic. For anybody watching, when they hear about, we're talking about Austin Threads, we know you have a store in San Antonio. We know you have one now in Austin. If I'm sitting in Kilgore, Texas, why is Austin Threads important to me? How are you accessible to me, or what are the possibilities?
So you can, if you want to come and drive to us, we're not limited to a county, to a city. So we're open most Saturdays, just like in San Antonio, we're open 6 days a week.
Okay.
And we're, in San Antonio, we're open every Saturday. So you can still submit the referral and come see us on a Saturday. We make it easy too. Maybe the youth can't come. Maybe they're in a RTC. Maybe they're in a hospital. And so, but we could still prepare a backpack as long as we have the referral with the sizes, and we'll get a bag ready to be picked up for that youth. So that's also a possibility.
Nice. If someone was going to make the drive to come to either San Antonio or Austin,
Sure.
what are your hours?
So in San Antonio, it's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and every Saturday, 10 to 2. And Austin is Tuesday through Friday, 9 to 5, and then Saturdays by appointment. So the busier he gets, he will eventually be open every Saturday as well.
Yeah, okay. And I heard you say something about volunteers. Do volunteers staff your stores?
Yes. He has a very small staff here because it's himself and 2 part-time people. And so basically we need volunteers. We need lots of volunteers. So we need volunteers to help our referred clients shop, serve as their stylist. A lot of times our kids don't know what size they are. They don't know how to wardrobe, how to make a couple of outfits out of these 4 or 5 pieces that they're getting. We need volunteers to stock the shop, fill the shampoo, change the clothing on the mannequins. And then there's a variety of, like if we're at an event, volunteers could help attend events, answer the phones, print the referrals. There's lots of things that volunteers could do.
And also volunteers that speak Spanish, because what I've noticed and what I was surprised is that we have a lot of Spanish-speaking shoppers come through our store. So any volunteers that also know Spanish would be really helpful.
Super. Thank you. So you've had lots of experiences with young people coming through and having that experience of being able to shop new stuff. Is there a particular case or a child who came in to buy something that stands out for you just in terms of reaction?
Recently, we had a girl who was very shy. She didn't say anything. She was really close to her mom, just like didn't even want to look through the clothes. She super shy, and which is fine. You know, we are going to meet them where they're at, but at the end of every shopping experience, they get to write a note, one that says, "Where will your new clothes take you?" or "What do new clothes mean to you?" And that's when she was able to speak her mind. And she said, "Clothes say when my words fail me. Whenever I'm quiet, they yell it out." And it was just really inspiring to know that someone who is so quiet has such a voice. And that's one of the reasons Kathy started the notes, is so that they don't have to say it out loud. They can just write it and we can see the impact after.
Nice. That's powerful.
It's very powerful. It's not just a new pair of shoes or clothes that fit. I mean, for many of the kids, we have thousands of notes by now in San Antonio. And the majority of the notes will say, "Thank you for giving me my fresh start." And one thing that people might not realize is that clothing has memories. And for a lot of our kids that are removed from bad situations, a lot of times we'll see our kids on their worst day. We might see our kids the day after they've been removed, and they might still be wearing that hoodie, those clothes, and immediately they want to choose a fresh new outfit. So most of their notes will say, "Thank you for letting me get my fresh start." They'll say, "Old clothes have bad memories, and new clothes will help me have new memories." So it makes a huge difference. And many times they'll wear an outfit out. They'll ask, "Can I wear one of my new outfits out?" I mean, head to toe. You know, it's amazing. I'm very grateful. It's very humbling to be able to do this every day.
Nice.
And to help them.
Nice. So you asked yourself that question, why don't they have? And look how you stepped up. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was now or never. Stop waiting around.
Stop waiting for somebody else. Like, I can do this. I can do this. When is a child limited to the number of outfits they can get?
So we have our youth, they can shop twice a year for free. So when they come in, they get to choose 2 complete outfits. So it's 2 tops, 2 bottoms, a new pair of shoes, a package of socks, a package of underwear, a jacket or a hoodie, full-size toiletries, a new backpack, and makeup and accessories. Got to have accessories. And so they can shop twice a year. So we like to see them every 6 months. Now, for our older youth that have aged out of care or who are on their own, we help them additionally. Like if we do a lot of steel-toe boots, slip-resistant shoes. We recently provided a chef's apron for a girl who got into culinary school. And she'd aged out of care, and she just needed, that apron was $52. But that $52 paying for that apron, got her on her way. So for our older youth, that are on their own, that don't have resources, we will help them more.
Super. So, again, it's just really exciting what you're doing.
Thank you.
And just it's huge. It's huge. You say, ask not, Kennedy, what you can do for your country. Ask not what you can do or what someone else can do to fill this vacuum, but what can I do? Mm-hmm. And you asked and answered. Thank you both.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. What haven't I asked you that you would like our viewers to know?
Well, everything has been amazing and numbers are amazing. We served 3,275 youth last year.
Wow. Wow.
A little more than I forecasted. So that means that in 2020, it looks like we're set to serve 5,100. We've also opened up 2 mini threads in our school districts in San Antonio. So we're on the far west side of town with a Title I school. So we actually have a room about the size of this in the school district, 2 different school districts, one on South San as well. So that way we can get to the kids directly. And we don't always have to be there. School staff can come in if that kid's wearing a pair of shoes that don't fit or they don't have a jacket. They just walk into the mini threads, get what they need, and go back to class.
Nice.
But we're working to grow. We would love to go to Houston by the end of this year. But we'll see how busy Austin gets first. We need people to support us, share our information, follow us on all the social websites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Visit our website, sanantoniothreads.org, and get involved somehow. Maybe you could do a sock drive for us. Maybe you could do a hairbrush drive. We always run out of hairbrushes. Just simple little things, deodorant, a hoodie drive. All those things help us.
And everything, if I recall, is brand new. You're not
Yes.
using well taken care of clothes. You're using new clothes.
Yes. Yeah. Brand new with the tickets on them. And that does a lot of self-esteem, encouragement. A lot of times our kids, I think one time a youth stopped me and said, "Thank you for even doing this for us." Like they'll say, "I can't believe someone cared enough about us to let us come shop somewhere new. We feel loved because someone actually did this for us." And so, new does something that used can't. New always fits. And our clothes are trendy. They're fashionable. A lot of the kids, when they're shopping, they're like, "Thanks for letting us come to your store." And I'm like, "It worked." They called us a store. But everything is new. And that's so much positivity and so much increase in their self-esteem and that they feel worthy and the dignity and no longer digging out of a box or a barrel or in a closet full of stuff. Nice. This is not what this is.
So I know you work with, because you stated the various populations of young people you work with, but speaking to CASA volunteers directly, if a CASA volunteer wanted to get a referral sheet, is that what you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, a referral sheet, how would they go about getting that?
So you could just visit the website at sanantoniothreads.org, and there's a link that'll say refer a teen. You just click on that link, and single referrals can be sent to us as well as group referrals. Because we serve our group homes, and our shelters. And so if you need to send over a group of 10, there is a spreadsheet for you to complete, or there's a single one.
Okay, good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And for those in Austin, austinthreads.org, same refer a teen, same process.
Super. Mm-hmm. Well, Kathy and Tito, I can't thank you enough for joining me this afternoon.
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us.
Yes, and thank you for joining us as well for this edition of Conversations with CASA. We'll see you next time.